Hello and welcome to Filmfaker's Commentary. This is Max, and I am joined this week by the illustrious folks over at Capes and Scowls. Would you guys like to introduce yourself?
I don't know how illustrious we are, but I'm Tim.
I'm Cliff.
I'm Olivia.
I'd say you're quite illustrious.
Aw. Thanks, buddy.
Yep. So, for this week's Filmfaker's Commentary, we're going to view the George A. Romero, like the one that started it all, Night of the Living Dead. 1968, black and white, and in the public domain. So let's go ahead and get it started, if you would, please. Thank you. This is the scene where they're going to try to go outside, Ben and company, to get to a gas pump so that they can fill up this truck and hopefully get out of this house, which is being surrounded by the living dead.
I appreciate the gentleman's Molotov cocktail throwing. It's not like a cutaway scene
Right.
where you sit, throw them, just heave it straight up in the air, and then it lands exactly where it needs to.
Yes. And I hate the scenes in movies when they, like, whip the thing back. It's like, all that would come flying out, you know.
Yeah.
He's just, like, real careful, like, ugh, he kind of schmups it. He doesn't throw it.
Right, because he doesn't want to burn his house down.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be bad.
Right. He'd be safe from the zombies, though.
That's
No, they'd all get in.
That's true, and there's a little bit of foreshadowing about how dangerous fire can be.
Yeah.
We're going to find out about that here in a minute. But, yeah, this was...
That poor guy's shirt.
I know. Zombie shirt.
That's why you never see a zombie in, like, just a nice shirt.
Yeah. They're not allowed to have nice things.
No, absolutely not.
I'd like to see, like, a three-piece suit and tie zombie.
Oh, that'd be great.
There it is, right there.
You should
They're
see...
all in, like, tuxes.
Also, there's a really good suit and tie zombie in the remake of this that came out in the 90s that Tom Savini directed. It's a... you think it's a person who's just in a suit, but then you find out it's actually... He's in one of those, like, funeral suits with no back. And then he just, like, got up out of his casket and started walking. It's a cool little piece of misdirection. But this one, yeah, it's just the cutting that Romero did here and the filmmaking is just... Everything's really tight. He rarely goes for wide shots unless it's a zombie horde. And, you know, then he cuts to, like, he'll cut to, like, people, a close-up of somebody, and then, like, zombie hands. And you just feel like the zombies are there pretty much constantly, except for, like, when we get to it in a little bit, as Cliff said, things tend to not be pressing from time to time. But he definitely, I think, improved his craft. But this one was just, audiences had never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, so it's like, well, it's a different time, too. So, like, nothing was and not everything had to be action or fast-paced.
Correct.
So, like, your sense of urgency was different.
Right, exactly. And it's really funny when you cut to a wide shot of these zombies who are just kind of slowly moving. And it's like, is the threat that real?
Right, like a casual stroll, you could
Yep.
get away from these guys.
Exactly. I'll just walk with purpose.
Right. Not fast enough to where you tire yourself out, but
Right.
fast enough to where they stay just far enough behind you.
Exactly. And an interesting addition here is Cliff and Olivia have never seen this movie before. So this is their first foray into this film.
I love that part.
And this scene is not safe.
And if I did see this, I don't remember. But I think it's I actually saw Dawn of the Dead, which is very different looking than this.
Yes, it's in color and very, very 70s.
And
Yeah.
pro tip, don't shoot a gasoline pump with a gun.
Yeah, but that seemed to work better than anything else that's about to happen.
Right.
Put a blanket over the middle
The
of the
middle.
fire.
It's so great.
Yeah. What are you doing, Ben? You're the hero of the story.
Well, that's going to cut it off from feeding the rest of the fire.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's drawing from the source. So if you cut it off,
Oh, okay.
right, that's how that works.
I'm not a fireman, so I guess I didn't know that. Safety tip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love, like, just, and the shaky cam was definitely kind of the handheldy thing. We'd see a lot more of it in the 70s, but early on that was very different. Like, it gave it kind of a kinetic energy that a lot of films at that time didn't have.
I like how the scene that just went past the guy with the gun is just throwing, like, little handfuls of sand at the fire. Like, that's going to put it out. Like,
Right. No, he just really wants to make some glass, like,
Yeah.
so he can remember it, like, make a souvenir.
Dun, dun, dun.
And you got Cooper, who's just the biggest douche.
He really is.
He's the worst. He's just such an a-hole.
He looks like he'd be one.
Yeah, oh yeah, he does a really... Everybody in this is really well cast, I think. I think that Savini did a nice job in his remake recasting as well. Tony Todd plays Ben in the remake.
Tony Todd's awesome.
Yes, Tony Todd. And it's a very un-Tony Todd role, which is really fun, because he's not, like, imposing and terrifying and full of bees. But I mean, the zombies clearly know what fire is.
I feel like it's more like the actors are afraid they're going to get burnt.
Is this safe, sir? Oh, yeah, it's fine. Just stay in there. He's going
Right.
to wave this around.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. We're capturing it on film. You can't possibly get hurt.
Right. It's movie
Yeah.
theater fire, so it doesn't hurt you.
Yep. So he's gotten away from the horse. As we said, walking with
All
purpose.
he had to do was
Come
run,
on,
and he
Cooper.
got away.
Yeah. So they need a truck.
Right.
But now Cooper's leaving him locked out of the house.
He just
And
wants
he's
to
going to get
hang
caught.
with Mr. Cooper.
Oh, man. Who doesn't? Mark Curry wouldn't be this rude.
No, Mark Curry would totally help in a zombie apocalypse.
Look at that look he gave him.
But
Woo.
there you go.
Yeah, double door.
That's the
Right, where did that second door come from?
That's the extra door. But yeah, that's all we got. So that's another episode of Filmfaker's Commentary. We hope you guys enjoy this Halloween season, and thanks for tuning in. Do you guys have anything you'd like to plug before we exit?
Well, you can find us at capesandscowlspodcast.com. We're all over the Twitters and whatnot, and, if you see us somewhere, just come say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Hello.
Twitters and Instagrams, and
I have no idea.
that's
what you're
basically
talking
it.
That's fine.
You should get on it and just take pictures and
about. I don't know what you're talking
yeah. Okay.
Twitter, you're probably better not being there. It's safer.
about. Fair enough. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.